this episode of Maximum Foodie, I embarked on a mission to explore the hidden side of Bali. My friend Reynaldo, a chef by trade, has been a resident of this island for the last 6 years, and he has been sharing his insights with me. Hidden temple ceremonies, markets with exotic ingredients, real locals experiences, eating at foodie stops way off the beaten path, and venturing deep into the jungle, foraging for ingredients. This theme has inspired me to explore what Bali can offer the avid forager. We found cloves, vanilla, cacao, durian, wild pandan, the list goes on. In this episode, we're gonna put it all together. Ain't life sweet? Bali, as you would imagine, offers a whole spectrum of culinary offerings. You can go high-end avant-garde, or you can sit back and enjoy grub at the most humble of fly-by-night operations. But you're always going to indulge in some supremely tasty food. Reynaldo's shown me some hidden stops like Bueni's, where we tried nasi gudeg, a 16-hour cookdown of jackfruit that renders it into a sweet, meat-like dish. Delicious. We've come across a joint called mukbang that only serves fresh fish head soup and fish fry, and has been doing so since 1945. Simple, economical, but it sure hits the spot.
This is amazing.
Today, Ray's got another place in mind, but it's hidden way off the map. But we get stopped by a grand procession, a frequent occurrence on the island. From temple ceremonies meant to appease deities to celebrating the passing of a loved one, Bali is steeped in these traditions. Processions are a way of life. So why am I so focused on death right now on this island? Well, as a living being, we consume other living beings to sustain ourselves on a daily basis. And for me to keep going, something must unfortunately meet its demise. Being near death is a part of life, and seeing how Bali embraces it gives me new perspective to truly appreciate not just my own life, but the lives of what I will eventually consume. Walking in, I can see cute little duckies pecking away at the edge of this babbling brook. I'm guessing this is what's for lunch. As soon as we walk in, we're greeted with the unmistakable noise of bumbu being prepared. That's right, this is the foundation of Betutu Bebek, roast duck, the bumbu. Ginger, garlic, coriander seeds, galangal, and chilies.
It's immediately apparent, everything by hand. Is there a benefit to crushing the spices and ingredients by hand as opposed to putting it in a blender and blitzing it?
For us as humans, we've been using this for hundreds of years already. Absolutely, the mortar and pestle is so much better than blender any day. You know, here he's actually pressing and grinding all the ingredients, so there you're going to get the maximum amount of flavors out of every single spice in there.
Some natural juices and the oils,
Absolutely.
As opposed to getting just blitzed and destroyed in a blender.
Absolutely. Also, as you see, he's not used any water, so this is only using the natural waters and salt and sugar from the paste itself.
Wow.
So this is actually basically nearly as good as a paste as a blender as well, you know what he's doing.
Better.
Absolutely.
And this amount of spices, all done by hand, this is for our one single duck.
This is for only one duck.
Yeesh. And they go through maybe like, what, 20 ducks a day?
20, 30 ducks a day, easily, not a problem.
That's insane. Everything by hand.
Absolutely. And they've been doing this already for 3 generations. That's bangga.
Bumbu.
Bumbu.
Good way to wake up in the morning, you know?
Di bahasa Bali is basa.
That is supremely intense. Ooh, they are not kidding around here. This with the duck, I cannot imagine, man. The richness of the duck with this. Ooh, can't wait.
For the final steps of the bumbu prep, salam leaf. A dash of Balinese coconut oil is poured and it all gets hand-tossed. This is flavor, folks. Bumbu Bali at its finest. This is where bumbu meets betutu, the duck. The bird is washed and ready, and the salt is added at the final stage to the bumbu and slathered generously on the duck.
Double wrapped in banana leaf, so it's sealed in there. All the goodness is trapped.
Yes, all the bumbu, all the spices, and he's actually added 2 glasses of water.
I saw that, yeah.
Wrapped it, tied it very nicely, and he's going over here to the smoker, and he's going to add so much rice husk, and we're going to smoke it like that for 12 hours.
12 hours?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, I see rice husk. It seems like it's cheap and readily available. It's waste product, so they can use it. Is there any other reason for that?
Rice husk doesn't catch fire. So as you see, slowly, it's just slowly smoking and slowly burning each one, but it's not going to catch fire unless you start to feed it real oxygen with the fan, for example.
Wow, that's amazing. So once you're done with the rice, you can use it to cook duck.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
amazing, yeah, wow. That looks really pretty, but I'm guessing there's a method behind the madness.
Absolutely. So what we're going to do, we've made a small fire on top, put some more rice husk, we're going to let that catch fire so we can have cooking from the top and to the bottom.
Even distribution of heat.
Exactly, even distribution. And then for the next 3 hours, every 3 hours, we're going to be putting more rice husk and more rice husk to slowly continue the cooking process.
Slow burn.
Absolutely,
Wow.
slowly smoked.
Yeah, perfect.
This dish has been passed down from generation to the new generation, dating all the way back to the kingdoms of Bali.
Kingdom of Bali.
Absolutely,
Wow.
before it was still kingdoms.
That's a taste of history.
Absolutely.
Ooh, baby. That is our duck. Literally falling off the bones, man.
Wow, so soft, so nice, so juicy. Can't wait to taste, you know?
Yeah, let's do it.
Now before we get smoked ourselves, the fine folks at Warung Gunaksa has set us up with our own cute little dining area. This is what Bali is all about. Hospitality.
Yes.
A nice press for you.
Smell it on the nose, and hopefully soon we get to taste it. No matter how many fancy kitchenware gadgets you have as a chef, this seems like something you just cannot rush.
Absolutely not. Something like this must be done manually. Grinding the spices, smoking it manually.
Yeah.
This is the only way to get this flavor.
Yeah, let's dig in.
Absolutely.
Man, I recently had duck in Vietnam, but this takes the cake. Flavor up the wazoo. This is crazy.
Flavor, aroma, spice a little bit, you know? And the meat is so soft, so juicy, so tender.
This is literally the best duck I've ever had. I'm not just saying it for the camera. This is it, man. Ooh.
This is absolutely amazing, you know? Juicy, tender, spicy, aromatic, smoky, everything, you know?
Yeah. Wow. You can just tell something like this, it has to be a recipe and technique perfected over time, over generations. This is not something that you can just do overnight. I'm gonna make duck, put it in the Barbie, and that's it.
This takes years to perfect your craft.
Yeah.
Hard work and dedication, absolutely.
And it's actually more enjoyable eating the duck with this sort of chewy rice.
You know, I don't need any sambal at all. The flavor is spot on.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is amazing. I can't stop eating this. Look at how every morsel of meat just falls off the bone. I mean, it just flakes off. The whole duck, it just broke apart. We didn't need a knife. That is craft, literally. Man, we came across a literal culinary gold mine. How do you find spots like this throughout Bali?
Getting lost. Word of mouth.
Yeah.
Walking around, things like that. That's my only channels I use to find
no
places
Google 5-star TripAdvisor review.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I asked for the 5 people who really enjoyed the best smoked duck in their life. That's where I want to go.
Yeah. This is it, man. This is apex.
Absolutely.
Apex of duck. Ooh.
I really like very much how the man who was making our duck was so relaxed.
Yeah, and he's in his own home. He's not going to work. He's in his element. And we, as a traveler, you know, this is what we look for. This is what we live for. Just be a fly on the wall. Let them do their thing. And obviously, this is a bonus.
And hopefully letting them give it to us to tell their story.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
most important.
Yeah.
Betutu Bebek was a literal culinary gold mine. While most tourists coming to Bali opt for the well-touted babi guling, I say forget that jazz and come find what's hidden. You will not regret it. All of these dishes that Reynaldo has shown me were found through word of mouth. When you strip away mass reviews, venture away from the well-trodden touristic paths, you hone in on what's local, what's got lineage. You're not only tasting a strip of extremely good food, you're experiencing culture. And that is what real travel is all about.